Let's begin with a moment of stillness. A breath of gratitude for this space, this gathering, this moment of creation. As the great Maya Angelou once said, you can't use up creativity. The more you use, the more you have. And tonight, that is truth, and it is alive in this room. Every brushstroke, every poem, every photograph, every rhythm, all of it sings the same song. That wellness and creativity are sisters in the same family of purpose. They remind us that we are more than our deadlines, more than our outlines, and more than our case briefs. To every law student and graduate here tonight, remember why you started this journey. Remember who you are, every part of you. The dreamer, the advocate, the artist, the child who once believed anything was possible. Because being a lawyer is what you do, but it is not who you are. You are whole before the law ever called your name. So keep using your creativity, not just on canvas or in words, but in every motion, argument, and act of justice you perform. Let your imagination be your resilience. Let your art be your wellness. We want to thank our sponsors for helping make this evening possible: Enrollment in Student Services at Cooley Law School and Journey to Esquire, where we create lawyers who lead, mentor, and inspire one student at a time through cash scholarships, meaningful mentorship, personalized preparation, and curated conversations. You can learn more about our mission at journeytoesquire.com.
Hey there, my name is Jessica Merker of Merk the Moment, and we do custom typewriter poetry. And what we do is we type custom poetry live on demand using vintage typewriters and have a conversation, make sure we incorporate elements of your story into the poem. We believe that everyone has a story to tell, and every story holds a poem waiting to be written. And that's what we're here to do. Our social media is just at Merk the Moment. You can find us on Instagram, Facebook. So we've always written just for ourselves. And, back in 2016, my grandma passed away. I went to New York for a funeral, saw some people doing street poetry, and just thought this is such a cool idea, a cool way to connect. So Journey to Esquire is an insanely amazing program that Professor Hardrick started to support any sort of minority identifying student through their law school experience, just to kind of elevate folks who may not have opportunities for mentoring and connecting and just being supported in a really sort of in-depth, authentic way. Access to spaces has always been, a really tricky thing sometimes to navigate for folks who traditionally don't have that support. The program's truly amazing.
All right, tell us your name and what the poem is.
I'm Joseph. I got the poem from Journey to Esquire. It's about my girlfriend and how it's a long distance and everything about that. I thought it was really sweet.
Are you going to send it to her?
I'm going to give her to her today.
Oh, nice.
This is a poem about tolerance and self-worth. I just told her my favorite places to go was the beach at night, so she incorporated that, and it's really just the sweetest, uplifting poem. It's inspirational, exactly.
Nice.
Probably gonna read this every day before finals, just to give myself some
Bring it with you.
uplifting, inspirational quotes. But thank you so much for having this. It is really sweet, beautiful.
You're welcome. Thank you.
I got one from my boy's grade, and it just says he's a horse trainer, so he rides a lot of horses, and so it just talks about although my heart's wild, through the gray and rain and dawn, he wants to be my wild heart that draws him close. So I got some brownie points hopefully tomorrow.
Yeah, no, you're the second one getting it for the significant other, so definitely getting lots of brownie points. What do you ladies think of the art and the show and everything?
I think this is beautiful and like such a reminder that it's like a gift to be here and be in law school and also be surrounded by so many other people with like minds and who want to make a difference. So, and there's so much stories behind each artwork.
Yeah.
And the diversity.
Yes. Do you have a favorite piece?
Yes, the sixth grader one.
Yeah, that was my favorite.
Yeah, isn't that nice? They're really impressive.
Beautiful, yes. And the story behind it, how they understood the story too to bring the bring it to light is amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And inclusivity, I think, is like amazing. At also such a young age that they're willing to do that is amazing. And the art. Like the actual art itself.
He sent me a picture of him doing it, which was really cool too. So
It's crazy how a sixth grader has an understanding that everybody has a place in like the legal world, you know.
Yeah.
And we can't get adults to understand that. So.
Everyone has value. Everyone needs to be treated fairly and equally, and someone at such a young age being able to understand that it's.
Thank you, guys.
I deal a lot with anxiety, and I related a lot to my faith, and that I'm a Christian. So I had her use one of my favorite Bible verses, and she made a poem out of it for me.
Oh, nice. Yeah. So how do you feel? How was the whole experience of having a poem written?
It was awesome just to talk to her about God and like my faith and like my story, my journey, my testimony. So that was really awesome, and it's beautiful.
Oh, good. Yeah. Can I get a little close-up of it?
Yeah.
Nice. Well, enjoy.
Great.
So talk to us about your poem.
So I had them write me a little poem like about love, just out into the ether, about finding it, falling for it, finding it within yourself. So it goes, the universe, I see you, posting for us, Ringwood, they carry your history and nods to us, old friends, meeting again in the sight of your light. That shifts through leaves, makes us wonder if trees can act in concert with clouds, draw us caricatures with shadows, with a snap of sticks, earth underfoot. We've all been here before, to delight in everything lovely. When you look back, I hope you like what you see.
Oh,
it just really touches the heart.
It does.
Everything I wanted.
Yeah, the look on your face was like really touched, so I appreciate that. Thanks for reading it.
Yeah.
That's cool.
We're learning that Sioux people now. That's a public space.
It is. There you go. Oh, y'all ready for criminal procedure, huh? When it's in public, you have no expectation of privacy. I think you're gonna like it a lot.
Yeah.
We want to thank our sponsors for making this evening possible. First and foremost, Miss Norika Thomas, Assistant Director, Enrollment and Student Services. A round of applause. Thank you so much. And my nonprofit, Journey to Esquire. We create lawyers who lead, mentor, inspire, one student at a time. We use cash scholarships, meaningful mentorship, personalized preparation, and curated conversations. And so someone said something about, the tuition dollars paid for the poetry and the caricature. I said, not really, no. I paid for that. And because I believe in the work that we do, and because Journey to Esquire is all about wellness for law students and lawyers. Okay. So special thanks to our organizers, me, Norika Thomas, and the great Michelle Salzman. So together we celebrate not just art, but the art of being well, the art of being whole, the art of remembering that our stories, our spirits, and our creativity make us who we are. Lawyers, yes, but also dreamers, healers, builders of a more beautiful world. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And now it is my pleasure to pass the mic over to someone that you may know as Assistant Director Norika L. Thomas, who has now transformed into the wonderful Miss Reek. So we're gonna hear some comments and maybe some song from Miss Reek. Let me pass it over. Another round of applause, please.
So, as Professor Hardrick said, today is about mental health, right? And we all, most of us are in law school. As the students are here, us who are not in law school, we once were as well. But right here is these signs that say no science, no stigma. Make your mental health a priority. It's okay to not be okay, which is my favorite. So how I came into Miss Reek is very simple. I put academia aside. I was in academia heavy. My parents were educators, so it was required of me to do so. And it's just my lineage, it's my legacy. My mom was a dean. My dad was a NBA player, became a coach, 30 plus years. I'm at 6'8". And so just that formation, you kind of feel like you gotta stick to the grain, right? Because you don't want to mess up the grain, fight the grain. But I've always been that child who marched to beat of my own drum. And I decided to get into music at a very young age, dancing and singing at the church. At that time, I'm 5 years old, have never been shy. But with that came some struggles. With that came some mental health, things I had to overcome. Why? Because you see me extroverted, she's bold, she's confident, she's sassy, she's all this is true. This is all very true. But it was a process to be secure in it. It was a process to be okay with it when other folks understand. It was a process to be misunderstood majority of the time. It's not easy to be you sometimes. And for someone who is loud and charismatic and extroverted, believe you me, it's not always easy. But I gave God a vow or a promise a long time ago that I would let him use me and the call that he gave me. And that is why my mantra as Miss Reek is the encourager. Some of you guys I've already talked to, it's in my name to encourage you to be your best what? Your best self. Thank you. Right? And so with that being said, Miss Reek was kind of by mistake. I've been a musician by trade for quite some time. I play 5 instruments. That is the bass guitar. I have a lovely Ibanez at home. I have an alto sax as well. It's a Vito. Love my alto. I also have a Barry sax. I play the drums, also play percussion. Of course, I sing. So music is natural. I come from highly educated, regulated folks. I had to be in them books. I had to be in those words. I had to be at the looks. I had to be at what heard, right? And I'm talking about being put in a box, right? Because put me in a box is not good for me or you. And that's my Carefree song that's out on all platforms. It's talking about how I had this mold, but I could not stay in that mold to be my true authentic self, right? Then came along the journey with Miss Reek, the encourager of the lovely Fine Joy, right? And with Fine Joy, I know is y'all's favorite. That truly was me saying the next chapter after being secure in who she is. Carefree as I could ever be. So it's just a little bit different because I had to find something in me, something that was required, that was necessary for me to do, right? So it was a little something like this. Dig deep in my soul. Find it. Breathing deep, let it go. Try it. It's a choice in the season. Call life for a reason. I did not break. Every shot I take, I make. No misses. And I say no misses because in actuality, have I lost things? Yes. Have I lost people? Yes. Have I lost friends? Yes. It's not, that's part of the life curve. But to me, I didn't miss anything because when God removes, he always adds, right? So came the lovely song Takers, which goes a little something like this. The takers gonna take, the givers please stay awake. 'Cause I desire to get what I give, and I require nothing less of it. And that is Taker's Selfish, which is my lovely friend, Lady Soul. It's up at KC. Shout out to her. And I wrote that. I wrote all my songs, mind you. Every song you hear, I wrote. Every song you hear, I also composed. I just have a producer that does the mixing and the mastering for me. So Ricky, we've learned how to guard. We learned how to put boundaries. So then came the lovely song Counterfeit, which I am so thankful for my fans, all of you guys, because that song has put me on a different level. My music is being played across the world. UK heavy right now in rotation. And I've reached over 1,400 streams for Counterfeit. Thank you so much. I hope it encourages you to really see folks for who they are, but to love them the same. It's difficult sometimes, you go through different things, but all of my songs, Carefree, Find Joy, Takers, Counterfeit, that's the remix to Carefree as well. It's my therapy. That's my mental health. That's how I get through my day, right? So I'll just leave you with this. I'm asking each of you to be your authentic self. To do what you've been called to do, to inspire yourselves, to self-encourage yourselves. We all got life stuff going on right now, okay? We all got story to tell. But my way of expression is through music. What is your expression? You can't always be stuck in the books 25K. You have to do something that brings you joy. Something that says, this is me. This is who I am. I want to create, I want to do, I want to encourage. We all know you're here to advocate, you're being called to that. You're being trained for that. But what else is there to you? Right? Y'all sing, record time is all day. But this is me outside of work. I go home in my creative space. I dim the lights and I just write. Sometimes I cry, sometimes I laugh. But either way, I get done with the song and I'm like, you know what? I gotta do this. There's a message in this, and so I hope you guys receive the message. Love you, take care.